Hey guys, welcome back into FBTC Rugby, and we are back in for another video. You're going to get another video tonight. I said last night you were going to get one, but you're going to get one tonight, I promise you guys. And we're going to do Exeter now and Gloucester tonight, and we're going to try and get 2 done tomorrow, but I don't think they're going to do all of them. Sorry about the noise with the fan and things around there. I can't do anything, and it's really hot in the UK at the moment. So we're going straight into the signings first. Johnny Hill, absolute monster thing, never misses tackle, will suit right down the way Exeter play, hard, grit, determination players. And Exeter Chief, he's gone under the radar because it's been so long ago they signed him. They signed him in November. That long ago, that was quite a long time ago for it. Let me see. Yeah, the signings that they made was quite... Sam Helfer-Klein, he is supposed to be the replacement for Nick White, but he's nowhere near the quality of Nick White. They are going to start Jack Meons in that 9 shot. I believe he is the guy to take them forward at 9. Fans, you've got to give him time. Give him time for it. I think he's a good player, but it's not the quality. He'll be that. I mean, Shooter, he'll be that third choice, and they're going to go with Mond and Townsend. I quite like the youth. They brought Aaron Hinkley from Gloucester to replace Matt Kovacic, it looks like. Got a lot more youth with these signings. Very good. He's going to be one for take 2 seasons to grow, and he's going to be a really good player. Looks really good at under-20s. He did. And I really like the way he wants to play the game. Very aggressive, and that sort of player they need to bring in. They brought a Welsh player that has been compared now to Jonathan Davies, one of Welsh's best ever centres. And I think his name's Corey Baldwin. He's Jonathan, very good defensively, but can play on the wing too, I saw. And I think he won't feature at the moment, but I think in a year and a half, 2 years, he could be really good for them, going through the youth sector. And it would be interesting, Hammersley and Baldwin together. That would be a great partnership at centre. Fullback, Josh Hodge. Josh Hodge looks extremely good. He looks really good. Young, can play on the wing and get Hognall and Hodge on the wing, and it can improve. And he can learn things off Stuart Hogg, can learn things off Jack Noel. It's a really good signing. I think in the future he's going to be back out with the Leicester man, but I believe Stuart is better because I'm a Leicester fan. He is looking good. He has good footwork. He's a good all-round fullback. Going to learn a lot off players. This is a guy I don't know a lot about, but Jack Walsh, I think we're seeing some retiring at the end of the year. I think he's on a 1-year contract, but I think he could be extended because he looks really good. He'll learn a lot off them, and hopefully he can stay a bit longer. And then Fakunu Cadero is very good. With the Exeter Chief fans all know the name Cadero, lit up, and not many people when they thought Cadero, is that Santi back? No, it's not. It's not. He is a really good signing. He looks good for the future. Players let go. Nick White, really good. They'll miss him. Pietro didn't have much game time. Hill, it's a good signing of sale, but he wanted more game time. Matt Kovacic, good signing. Unfortunately, he wanted more game time. A lot of these players, they want Anthony Sindola retiring at the end of the season. But a lot of these players, they wanted game time, and that's why they've left it, because they have such a good squad. And we're going to go into this now, the forwards. The forwards of their squad. So first, we're going to go straight into hooker. Luke Harrington, I think he's the best hooker in the league. Really good. That physicality is proved on his carrying suit, his line-out squad, better scrum. He has an all-round better game, I believe. For what he does, is better than Luke Harrington, better than Jamie George. Luke Harrington is better than George. And I think he will be one to consistently get on that England side. Harry Hocking, don't know a lot about him. Guess he's academy man. Look for what's in. Jack now can offer injury. Look good hooker, good young. Really like the way he will be like third choice for a couple more years. Don't know a lot about Max Jordan Paul. We played a couple of times Premiership. Looked quite good. Tyone looked really physical. I saw when he bounced off Jordan Taufua in that extra Chief Leicester game. That was really funny and then Taufua did that to Hogg. So he looks really good. Experienced man from Tonga, and will give other young players. Jack Yendall, club captain, really like him. I think he'll probably start at the weekend because they'll want that experience in their side. He always, when he's fit, he starts normally with Luke Cundiff on the bench because he's captain. Yeah, and he has a good all-round game. This guy's had a really bad injury. Thomas Francis. Thomas Francis is a guy that he had a shoulder injury and I haven't seen him since, but he looks really good in training. And I think he'll probably start on the bench with Harry Williams starting. Alec Hepburn, the starting prop, really good scrummager. Unlucky not to play more often, but he is a really good player. Good scrumming, has his best ability is carrying, and that other prop, Ben Moon, is a scrummager. Billy Keys looked good, improvement. Don't know a lot about him, but has a good scrummaging game to him. Don't know a lot about James Kennedy, most of these academies. Ben Moon, really good scrummager. Hepburn, you got a better carrier in Hepburn, and the better scrummager is Ben Moon. Ben Moon's been called up, and I quite like the way he's playing. That's what Eddie Jones liked too. Marcus Street he had an interview with BT Sport, and he said, all I want to do is scrummage. And I think that's all props want to do. Really, it's really good to see a young player coming through like that. Harry Williams, most of these players are academy that's coming up on here, so I'm not going to go. Harry Williams, great. Their best prop. He's the second choice England prop now. Dan Cole's got a bit older. Should have gone to the World Cup. I think he was not unlucky not to go, but a very good prop. And he was not picked. I don't know what Eddie Jones might have a problem with him because just not picking him. Now, lock Dave Dennis. Dave was originally a back row when he came to the Chiefs, and they've created him into a lock, a bit like he looks very good, and it's a bit like Mike Willens that he can play second row, but he's a back rower like that, and similar to Hanro Leonberg. Johnny Gray, we spoke about how he does not miss tackles, super good. Janice Kirsten. Janice looks really good, really strong. He's a big South African player, physical. Apparently, they've been tearing things up in training. But I don't know how they look so good for what they're playing. And I think he will be. I'm not sure he's going to get much game time. And this is another position. They have so many good players in their squad. Johnny Hill, the line out. I think they're going to have Gray and Hill, and they're both line-out gurus, and they both won't miss tackles. That second row is going to go massive tacklers, and I really like that about them. Seemed Londale, I would have thought it was a bit of 6'7", but it says on here it's a lock. But you can play 6'7" and a lock, so very good. Good all-round game. Can tackle okay, can carry okay, can turn over okay. Good round. Don't know about Joe and Lewis Pearson. Borsa Cook and Lewis Pearson. Tom Price, haven't seen a lot of him. Looked really good at Scarlets. But haven't seen a lot of him since, but just runs that good cover. Stan South, I think, is left. Or went on loans, went out to loan, but I think he should go out there permanently. I have a feeling Stan Skin is going to leave at the end of his contract. Because he's not going to get the game time now with Gray coming in. You're going to have players like Gray, Hill, Kirsten, Skinner. Skinner is a fourth choice. He's a Scotland international, and he's going to be fourth choice. That's just outstanding. But I think you could see him a lot more at 6. And then we Will Whitty. Haven't seen a lot of him, but when he played for Newcastle, he looked really good. A very good lineup. Most of these players that were there, apart from Skinner, are really good line-out people. Don Armand, he's not been featuring much lately. He hasn't had the opportunities. And I think this is another player that might go to France to get more game time because he's not playing week in, week out. Moses said it was Kovacic or Armand. He's going to be that man on the bench now. At least he's going to hope to see more game time for him. Richard Capston, one for the future, looked very good. Has a good carrying game, good turnover game, but not the best at tackling. Spoke about Hinckley. You was a big Zimbabwe, big power game. Likes to run at defenders hard. He tackles hard, but doesn't have turnover. He tackles and carries really hard. That I like him. Timmins has a very good all-round. He would be a really good 7 too. He has extremely high tackle percentage that I was really impressed with, because I didn't think he made that, but he does so much unseen worth tackling. He carries. He's a different sort of 8. He carries quickly. He's got a lot of speed on him. Russell Tuuma, back row from England, looks super good. Looks really one for the future, and we're going to see a lot more games on Wednesday midweek games. Jacques Vermeulen, probably my favourite forward. Love the way he carries. He looks really good. He always puts shift in. He always tackles. Gets a few turnovers. And I think they will go there. You as Vermaelen. Vermaelen's taken over Armand now. That's how impressive he's been. Right, we go into these backs. So it might be a longer video. Backs now. So now we're speaking about Jack Mionda. He looks really good. He's going to target. It's going to be a 3 scrum halves. I think Mitchell, Randall, and White. That's it. Those 3 scrum halves are really going to test how they want Ben Youngs for that 9 shirt. Joe Snow, haven't seen much. Peter Thompson. Stu Townsend's come off an injury last year. Because Nick White was still there, we didn't see a lot of him. But we're going to see a lot more of him this year. Very impressed with him. Joe Simmons going to be the starting fly half with Steenson going. And I think Walsh will be the backup fly half, or Harvey Skinner. Players that are coming through like very much, coming through the system. I think Harvey's going to, as soon as next year, Harvey's going to get a lot more game time. Another guy we spoke about, Corey and Jack Walsh. Ollie Devoto, very good. I think he's an outside shot to get in that England squad. He's had a couple of injuries that really have hampered their injury, but he looks a really good 12 to partner up with Henry Slade. Big, powerful. He's powerful and has a good ball handling game that I like about him too. Ball handles a lot. Tom Hendrickson has really impressed me. He's had a lot more game time this year, and when the internationals haven't been there. And he's got a good power, and he's got a good running game too. And he's got a good defensively, and probably his best position is 12. Oh, wait a sec. Haven't seen much of Baraka or Archie. Not seen much of Pete Landry, but he looks good when he plays. Henry Slade, their best centre, obviously. He is so good when he plays. If he can get a consistent fitness, haven't seen much since December. We haven't seen much because he played as soon as he got back from World Cup. He's been rested a bit, but we haven't seen loads of Henry Slade play. But I'm really impressed with him. He looks really good. Attackingly, he is so good. Has a long boot on. His kicking goes so good. Not the best defensively, but it's really good the way he played. But he makes a shift. Alec Cupper on the wing, more depth here. This is another one that does get injured though. He gets injured and can't come back, and just someone takes over in place. But he's still a very good person to come in, brings more squad depth to their team. Very nice. If Jack Noel can stay fit, that's the question. He is a superb winger. Very mobility is crucial to the game. Eddie Jones loves that about him. His mobility to the game. He scores and he can play off. And this is what probably my favourite thing. He comes off the wing. He doesn't. I think most of the extra chief wingers do this. They come off the wing. They get themselves into the game. They don't let the game to come to him. You come off, make your impact, show you're in that position. And Jack Noel does it the best. Tom O'Flaherty, this might become controversial, but he's your second best winger. I prefer him over Ollie Woodburn. I know my grandparents love Ollie Woodburn, but they are big, and they're big fans of Exeter Chiefs too. And Tom O'Flaherty scores many tries. He always impresses me when he plays. He's always good, and I like how he plays. James Shaw, that he was really good 3 years ago, but he's dropped off since then. I imagine he might be leaving when his contract runs out eventually. But he's good squad depth to have him too. Ollie Woodburn, super good. He's been unlucky with injuries recently. And he's a guy I don't know why Eddie Jones doesn't pick. Because he's super good every area what he does. He scores a lot of tries and he's really good defensively. So Dolan going now in the retiring. Dolan's been really good. Spoke about Facu. Dolan really, he's been a great servant for Exeter Chiefs. There is a video, go and check out on Exeter Chiefs website about him and his career at Exeter, but it's going to be emotional send out. Unfortunately, the fans couldn't be there to see him. So, and the biggest and probably second best player is Stuart Hogg. Super good. People said no, he's not going to be as good as Facu Cadero, but he just prove people run the way they want to play. And he's just a counter-attacking fullback, really good pace, defensive, everything he's really good at. He's going to be that starting player in the British Irish Lions, in my opinion. So, director of rugby, Rob Baxter, so calming influence on the squad, very good. Then team, Tony Walker, team manager, very good too. Ali Heaper, he is the main coaching guy. Everything good about the attack is for Ali Heaper. Very good with the attack, very nice. Rob Hunter, really underrated, super work forwards. They've got this game plan right on the mark now, and this is their big chance in the next 2 years to win the Premiership. Julian Salvey, really good defence coach, builds their defence, former Leicester man, been there for 7 years, went to Exeter, showed them, got a defence coach very good. And Ricky Pello, super good, got good backs. He's basically a backs coach, and I like that too. I hope you like the video. Like and subscribe on down below, and hope we'll see you next time.